spotted out Red Bull. He tried to make sure that he don't have any place to hide, but the nade somehow did not connect. And we're still waiting for last steel circle. Red Bull, another one to his win. Red Bull is really on it. No helmet, no problem. He doesn't care. What he sees moving, he stops to shoot. But here comes Wrecking Habit. Boom, going against Vampire, but Goon finish him off. Leaving Boom with only 3 players equal out the field.
And now it's down to the 2 new signings of Vampire eSports to see if they can actually pull this one for the team. Boom eSports though, it's gonna put a lot more pressure onto them as they have the numbers. Team Flash, only 1 player left. Red Bull tries to find his target across, but the terrain is not helping him. U3Ds not gonna be used as much since it's very, very far away. A smoke in between them though, as though Yummy knocked down, but Mastery is there together with him. He could probably go for the pickup, but Dewey is making an active approach as well on top.
Solid formations of the Vampires. Boom, very spread out. Octa definitely locked on Red Bull. But for Yummy May to reset now, the nade's flying over. Oh, lucky was an over toss. But the smokes kind of blinded Mela for now. He couldn't spot out Yummy May. But the Blue Zone will force a Vampire to slowly push forward here. Gooey spotted a Mastery, perhaps not really. He just randomly blinded spray. Spray and pray, they say. Here comes the Mastery. Try to slowly get over the curvature of the ground to see where are the players are snaking right now. Mela will be the turning type for Vampire. He's too close with Yummy May right now.
Oh, this nade.
Nice.
Red Bull onto Yummy. Could it be an opening for Vampire eSports right now? Circle control is still 50-50, but now Vampire eSports, man advantage onto them, and Yummy is being held hostage by Mela.
Oh, if Mela can toss a perfect... Oh, this is a perfect volley! They are on the run! They are exploiting themselves! And Red Bull want to play! How did he know? Mastery's in shambles! Vampires, there's left to 1! And finally, they're rising up again! Don't come to Primos again!
Best utility usage.
What a play by Red Bull!
As when you thought that Vampire eSports is missing. Look at this. Who's that picture? I'm trying to make out, but okay, is that Schwab's picture? I think it looks like Schwab's picture. But anyway, Vampire eSports, ladies and gentlemen, don't count them out. You thought they're missing, you thought they're hanging off there, but no, they prove you wrong, and they are back.
Wow, I have to give it. Red Bull was the one that breaking the tension and silence just now. It was wise for Boom to watch out for Red Bull very closely. It was the perfect man to execute it. The moment Yummy May lost his vision towards Red Bull, that's where everything just towards the side of Vampires. What a significant toss of nades by Red Bull just now.
Yep, and one of the latest signings of Vampire eSports, Red Bull, coming in with the most damage and also 4 eliminations together with him, 10 eliminations here for Vampire eSports. Wow, what a round, what a round. Shrubs didn't really make a showing towards the end, but the three players, Red Bull, Mela, and Yui, was good enough for them to bring in the chicken dinner for the team. Even Yui providing the amount of damage, even though he only secured one elimination. So that's a showing that he put out a very good support for the team, while Mela, as usual, still performing again. Let's relive the best moments here with Vampire eSports and their chicken dinner.
Points. Arena, they don't care about the position points at Cloud. They're just aiming for those eliminations, yeah.
Yeah, that's where they collected 8 of them and still scoring a double digit of 11 eliminations. So no chicken dinner, no problem still for Arena. Very consistent performance in this round still. As for BTR, at least it's a bit of a comeback for them, even though they had a tough round with the Xavier and also Boom eSports sieging down the compound, coming in with 6 points in total. Of course, it's an improvement as compared to the previous round of 0. But speaking about 0, this time the 0-point teams are RRQ, Talent, and Hail eSports.
RRQ in trouble. We just talked about them early on. Same goes for Hail. I think Hail didn't score and much when it comes to the previous map as well. This is going to hurt when it comes to overall ranking. But when it comes to Arena, they still have 19-point gaps between them and Voin. No chicken still, but not a problem at all. Well, Vampire push all the way up to the 4th place, just following pursuit of Team Flash, who placed themselves at third place. But look at the point difference between match 1, 2, and 3 for Team Flash. Such a huge difference.
I know, right? Although we have still 3 more games, but then again, there's this gap as of now. As of now, that is. E-Arena, of course, we did talk about them. No chicken dinner, no problem. Still very consistent, double digit every round. But if we were to switch over to the other side, we have now 3 teams with a single digit. RRQ, Blue Squad, and Heal eSports at the bottom. So there's a bit of a shift here because, yeah, naturally it's still the first 3 games. So FaZe Clan is no longer at the bottom. They move up slightly. But the only team right now that's still rooted at the bottom, not changing their spot, is Heal eSports. So they need to go back to the drawing board.
Well, speaking of the overall, I feel like it's a change of era right now. We used to say, okay, back in the days, like when it was every few years we have this ultra special player. I feel like Red Bull might be it and Tony K for this season, and probably
reaching a total prize pool worth $10 million. Become a top creator for a chance to win $200,000. Everyone has a chance. Hi everyone, I'm XL. The two most frequently asked questions I've received have been when World of Wonder would release after having been in beta for so long, and when we'd grant full creator access to players so they could realize their unique ideas. Today, I've come with the answers that everyone has been waiting for. I'm happy to announce that World of Wonder 1.0 officially launches in the next version. In World of Wonder 1.0 will significantly boost creator access, letting more players join in creating. Of course, we've also prepared plenty of rewards. World of Wonder cash incentives have increased yet again, reaching a total prize pool worth $10 million. Become a top creator for a chance to win $200,000. Everyone has a chance. In 2025, we anticipate over 100,000 creators receiving incentive earnings. WoW currently boasts over 4.4 million maps. WoW maps have hosted over 33 billion matches. World of Wonder has over 1,000 dedicated influencers, bringing its maps over 1 billion views per version. If you'd like to become a WoW ambassador as well, you can join the Next Star program for smaller influencers for a chance to win a share of the $6 million cash prize pool. Some creators may wonder, my creation skills aren't really up to par right now. Will I still get the chance to receive earnings? Rest assured, everyone has a chance in the World of Wonder incentive program. Every step of the creation process counts. A lot of rookies tell me, XL, I don't know how to take the first step, or I lack inspiration. How do I even start? In World of Wonder 1.0, we'll gradually make the smart assistant feature more widely available. When you don't know how to get started or lack inspiration, you can turn to the smart assistant for help. Some creators wonder, World of Wonder looks difficult, and I know nothing about coding. Does this mean my maps will never turn out good? Here, I'd like to recommend our visual programming tool. Through simple configurations and logical calculations, you can design something truly unique without knowing anything about coding. It's sure to take your abilities to the next level. World of Wonder is also an open ecosystem that connects players around the world. For example, we're working with the Prime Minister's Office of Pakistan and collaborating with over 50 global universities to help students gain professional game development skills while discovering new career paths. We are also working with the United Nations to promote environmental and public welfare awareness. We welcome global brands, artists, celebrities, influencers, and map creators of all kinds to join the World of Wonder ecosystem. If you're interested in collaborating with World of Wonder or have any suggestions for us, feel free to contact us through official customer service.
Hi everyone, I'm JY. Now that World of Wonder 1.0 has launched, we intend to work with everyone to establish a mutually beneficial ecosystem for the mode. Players often complain that World of Wonder lacks challenges and rewards. In order to meet everyone's expectations, we're introducing the World Pass system in World of Wonder 1.0. By playing World of Wonder content and completing missions, players can earn points and get tons of rewards for free. Upgrading the pass also unlocks lots of customizations and exclusive perks. A certain portion of the earnings we receive from the pass will be invested into the World of Wonder incentive program, increasing our cash prize pool to give back to each contributor in the World of Wonder ecosystem. At the same time, we hope every talent
7 minutes time
one island to another. So it looks like they already have that one covered. GOA, on the other hand, as you can see, we still have Rex. Just trying to take a peek as to where Time to Quick is, but looks like they already thought that he has already left the perimeter without knowing that they're currently being spotted by GOA, probably providing intel. Key Sports, on the other hand, has already decided to take the portion right here, whereas CTS is just right the corner. This is going to be very difficult for Claire. In any case, the TTS decides to take his spot since he is the only one
left
left
side of India
guarding this area.
countries, sir.
A little bit more of a
I am
calculated
right
measure
side of
coming from the
India,
side
right left
of
side of India.
SPD as well.
So reverse.
I believe they've already noticed that there's a certain team across the corner On the outlook
PMW
of the minimap,
champions
there's
YG
at the very least
30
GG as well
points.
as Claire out of KHI.
Slot
And they just
asar
gotta
pun
be a
dilawat.
little
PMG
extra
City.
careful on their next move. Get the rest of the pack though. Team Max, they look really, really good last round. They've been able to score plenty of elimination points. And looking at this current location, they're just coming in, swerving from the far western end. Not too many catches, potentially. But if they move deeper, perhaps they're going to be able to really get some good vantage point to look for some big trades. And now, back to the side of
2025
CTS. I think we've seen this kind of situation happen before. I think CTS, they only go
Right.
for situations where, they go for a push, but if they have members taken out, they will hold back.
Exactly. I think it's more
champions
of
qualify
them
for
hesitating to
2025-21. Like,
go for it, especially if they
okay.
know that it's still onto the early part of the game, probably trying
So
to secure some
Bruno
placement points
Stanley,
if possible. So in any case, if someone gets taken out, instead of continuing with their aggression, they decide to just try to escape. I think it's both good and bad, but
good stage, good
they
stage.
probably haven't found the right rhythm yet as to how to be more aggressive. Because based on what we can see, most of the time they only attack if they have no choice. So they don't really go towards, or they don't really go after other teams. They let other teams go after them, and they're more on the defensive side instead. But we know for a fact that you get more points through eliminations, so that strategy might not work out well, especially if since we're in the first day of the super weekend, so as much as possible they need to get as much points as they can. But looks like going for that wrong turn is infamous
Fighting.
Saviera against NGGZ, where Jarrell was waiting at the top of this hill. He was able to take down one player right here, but looks like the rest of the infamous squad wants to take them down as well. So instead of backing out, looks like the rest of the team is here. So looks like we're going to see a bloodbath and wait and see as to
Opportunity
which
కోసం వెయిట్
team
చేసి
is going to get
ఆగిన
eliminated
తర్వాతనే
first.
Miner in a prime position, he managed to go in for that one catch. The rest of Infamous, they're already looking to flee away, cutting their losses in that stance. Oh, it's looking a little bit dicey for both ends, but Infamous, they are pretty much
ఒక లెఫ్ట్ వాచ్
out of
చేస్తాడు ఒక
position. They
నాకౌట్
were
వాచ్
thinking about going
చేస్తాడు
for a save, but I'm not too sure what he's thinking. Having his head pop right
the
there, so
teams.
he will try to look for a little cover instead. And then now being caught up as well. So
Ooh.
decent trade coming from the side of Hyra, Min, now Murnat, and now all the action is taking place across the field. Went back to the side of YG. They got that perfect line of sight. They got the double knock, and now looking to close in.
YG crest
Ooh,
వాళ్ళే.
looks like we are down to the last player of YG, and Hyra is actually the new kids on the block right now, so this is quite impressive for them. So as you can see, Romeo B, the
YG
last man
eliminated.
standing, has been taken out as well, and YG is now out of the game, courtesy of Hyra. And as you can see, we don't have any casualties on their side, as Ryujin, the man
World
that
Cup
went
వినేంత వరకు
down,
రెస్ట్
was
కావాలి
actually revived by his teammates, and so now
మరి
they're now
back
ready
game
to
consistent
basically
అవ్వాలంటే
just get
కష్టమే.
the loots off of their opponents
Spray.
since they were successful in that feat against them.
And wow, taking out YG when you are an up and coming team. And Quinto, you were telling me that these guys, they're
So
around the
holding
average
number
age
one,
of
number
16 to
four.
19. It's just
Yeah,
astounding
ఇట్లా hold
that they've been able to knock out
జోన్ లో
the
ఇద్దరు ఉన్నారు
world
బయట
champions.
వెనకాల నుంచి ఎవరైనా వస్తారు
Minor
ఇంకిద్దరు చూస్తారు
aggressing over onto the top side of the hill. They don't really have much of a cover to work
జోన్
with
ఎడ్జ్ గైస్
other than the spine of the hillside. So going into this fight right now, they are kind of pinched. Also, eSports rival does not make it any form of easy movements for the rest of NGGZ. Daryl now looks to prime the grenade towards the side of Nang X. His ring dropped down low, and that was pixel perfect from Daryl.
Ooh, and as you can see, Nang X has been eliminated. Looks like NGGZ is really out to get them. They really want to make sure they can get as much points as they can. The aggression coming from this team as early as game one. But take a look at the circle right now. Looks like we have Hyra right in the middle of the circle. Here on this side, we have Max versus SBD. We're in Iter X was supposed to be revived, but looks like they decided to hold back since we have someone from SBD go for that push. We have Key Esports on the other hand, or on the other side as well, trying to go for that third party situation. So it looks like we only have one player on the side of SBD that decided to go for the push. The
Speedy
rest are
match.
onto a
Speedy
different
the
angle. Oh,
rush.
looks like we have
Nice
Milo
net.
as well right here, but looks like he is down, courtesy of the nade from Corner right here. So let's see what
Nice net.
Wrong is gonna do, since looks like a lot of nades have been
Angle.
thrown towards them. So looks like we are 2 men down on the side of SVD. I think looks like we only have one person left, and Max is successful in terms of reviving their teammates. Key Esports unfortunately was not able to go for the third party situation, probably because of the angle that they were able to take. Whereas here on this side, as you can see, Ostra is now eliminated, courtesy of NGGZ.
Wow, what a cluster that we're getting right now.
Zone
Infamous tries to actually go the other way around, but gets absolutely caught out. Great spot for MSI to capitalize on that situation, whereas NGGZ, they're also at the very edge of the map. They gotta turn towards the direction of the kills to find a little bit more cover, and they'll be driving towards the side of MSI. They've been so prepared for all these kind of situations, and this is just gonna look a little messy from here on out. Take a look at this, 4 teams side by side, and Darrow goes for a drive-by straight towards the direction of T-Max as well, and they will be caught out at the very same time, but instead, Darrow, he pins him down. T-Max, they're on the road rage, and it is just players all around the field, a second cat for Darrow, and they're looking to crash them out.
Oh, that was very unfortunate for him. He was just trying to make sure that that player gets eliminated, but he got knocked out in the process, and they're in an open area, which is a good situation for them. It's a good thing that we have Miner right here already ready with those smokes in order for him to be able to defend himself and his teammate. But unfortunately for them, we have Koronai taking out or at least damaging that one player from NGGZ. So it looks like they will have to hold off on reviving one another. Miner also goes down as well, and looks like that was a very unfortunate event for them, especially because it started off with Jariel getting knocked out as he went down from their vehicle.
Wow, it's just so chaotic in this matchup, and you know what? I will not complain about the tempo of the match anymore if we're always getting this kind of fights. Next one to bow out is going to be MSI. I think they've done just about enough damage as well, so we'll have to see what else is going to be happening across the field, because right now they are stranded over onto the course of ruins. TTQ, decent positioning, but their backs are exposed. There's shots coming from the side of DOS towards Unknown. Doesn't seem like they've been able to really find any form of conversion right now. And all they can basically do is just to really hold out their current position. Zone goes into the open fields. Now this is worrisome for even the likes of those who are on top of Mount Gatka.
Right. This is where the fun begins, basically. Another team bites the dust as NGGZ is now out of the game. We are left with 9 teams with 30 players still alive. We have 2 players down on the side of Key Esports. We can see that there's smoke right in here, so it looks like one of them tried to revive the other, and unfortunately got caught up in a crossfire as well from them, and I don't think that he would actually try to go for that revive and sacrifice their team, because in any case that he isn't successful, looks like they are going to be out of the game. Here on top of this mountain we have GG. Looks like we only have 2 players left. We have Master DTK and Devon, but I don't see anywhere inside. He was able to take down some of the players of GOA, but we still have Clay Jr. right here getting ready. Looks like he has his nade in hand, but Devon is pressuring him, and as you can see, it's a little bit of a standoff with a shotgun right there, and Devon was able to take them all out, which means that they can now go for a reset, and they're still part of the game.
Beautiful footwork coming out of those players out there. Meanwhile, CTS, they're holding on to this compound with their dear lives, trying to deny any form of space for the side of BG. And it's bad news for BG because they got their backs up against the wall. The blue zone's already creeping right in. They have to force a move and take a fight regardless of the situation. Luckily enough, they didn't go deeper towards the direction of the DQ, but now they are kind of sandwiched in between both ways. Das now soaking that grenade, and it is going to be an instant catch from Cool to take down Yatka.
Right, so it looks like they still have a chance of reviving DOS, even though he received that splash damage coming from his teammates. Some of the players of VG will most likely get eliminated because it's already very difficult for them to heal up. It's a good thing that they still have some cover right here. Time to quick now, getting ready to pick up the pieces and make sure that they basically get those elimination points from those players that are down. So they're probably trying to put some pressure into S. We have Godspeed. I think he is the only one left on the side of
Vici
VG. He's
ఇప్పటికు
just
నెంబర్ 1
crawling his
ఉంటది.
way into Time to
సాలడ్ 6
Quick.
ఎలిమ్స్
And looks like
వచ్చినాయి.
Time to Quick
ఇంకో
is
ప్లేయర్ ఉన్నాడు.
unsuspecting that we still have one
మేబీ
player right
ఇఫ్ యూ
here.
ట్రై
So it is
ఇంకొక 2
highly
పాయింట్స్
possible for
రావచ్చు.
him to take at least one player down on this
బ్రావ్
side.
ఇగ.
We're just basically waiting as to who it's going to be. The zone is now closing, so he has to move faster. But unfortunately, looks like he was spotted first. And so BG is now out of the game as well.
Yeah, it was rather rough for them to really
చికెన్ నాకు
find
తెలిసి
any
టీటీకి
kind
వస్తా
of
అనుకుంటా.
better spacing for them to really play with. CTS now, this is going to be their best
వాళ్ళ
time to
స్ప్రెడ్
really
బాగుంది.
hunt out over on the open grounds. The
స్ప్రెడ్
rest of the
ఆడతారు.
members of GG descends from the hillside. The question is, where exactly do they go from here on out? Spotted by the likes of Hyra.
ఈ ఏరియా కూడా
And
బేజా.
now, Hyra having a great area to replay from. The center zone that actually allows these teams to also restock with a couple of these crates left available. And wow, what a shot coming from Sin. You've got those beautiful angles, and now
ఫైట్ కావాల్సిన
down
సిటిఎస్ వర్సెస్
towards our
టీటీక్యూ.
final for CTS. They still have
టీటీఎస్ గెలిస్తే బెటర్.
members intact,
చికెన్
and
చార్జ్
TTQ is looking for a challenge as they move upwards, trying to bait some shots. Those nades fall right close into the smoke, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be much of a conversion. Rest of CTS now needing to decide, are they willing to choke out the rest of TTQ? Because right now they do have the priority of the zone.
So 4 teams left. We have a complete squad from Hyra, complete squad from Time to Quick, CTS. Actually, everyone is still a complete squad. We still have 16 players left with 4
టీటీఎస్కి ఇప్పుడు
teams
ఛాన్స్ లేదు. సిటిఎస్ నుంచి
still
స్ప్రెడ్
very
ఏమన్నారు
much
రెడీగా.
alive. We can see a lot of nades being thrown here and there. Pool going for that nade. Unfortunately, he got it first by Capo of Hyra. And looks like he is set to be eliminated. The rest of the squads of Time to Quick looks like they have decided to take a different route since they're currently out of the circle right now. So they're carefully trying to find their way in. Whereas Hyra is still trying to attack those that are right in the middle, taking advantage of the situation since they have good vantage points as well.
డిసడ్వాంటేజ్.
For a gate crash and Emil's desperate attempt, not quite enough to actually find it. TTQ, they got all those 8 points from all the picks that they've been able to acquire up against CTS. Now it's going to be a fair fight. Maybe a little deficit
clear
of TTQ, but they will be able to get that revive done.
Jump nade.
So that is still pretty decent for them to be able to get that revive done. So that is still pretty decent for them to be able to really find a little bit more of the conversion.
చేసింది. ఇంకొక నాకు లాస్ట్ వన్
Apple
స్టాండింగ్
though,
టీటీక్యూ.
oh, beautiful spot for him to really find that conversion. And now TTQ is only left with one.
Ooh, it looks like too much aggression isn't really good after all, and looks like they're now out of the game as well. But not bad after all, because they still got 8 eliminations onto their name, plus the placement points that they will be getting. So it looks like this is going to be a good for them. So we are down to the last 2 teams, wherein we have Hyra and WIOF. Unfortunately for Hyra, looks like I think there's one player that's currently down. And if we take a look at the odds right now, we have 62% chance of winning for WIOF. The distance of Hyra is too far from one another, but looks like Ryujin was able to get a good angle off of WIOF, and so 2 players are automatically down. They're now trying to go for that reset. Let us see as to whether they will be successful, but looks like Hyra is now getting ready to finish the battle. Let us see as to whether they will be successful.
And it is very likely the case. They are looking very confident with the big wraparound. It's only down to minus to try to hold down the line. WIOF relies on this hero to try to turn the tides around. He does actually find a couple of knocks, and into smoke he goes. Not quite enough just yet. But there's still one more member hiding right down below. Hunter needs to go in for the recovery. As the shots are being fought back, they did not actually bring their teammates back alive. WIOF tries to turn it all around with 2 members. Below ground, YOLOs need to find that grenade to cast over onto Hash.
2v2.
2 versus 2. 12 points already for Hyra. Regardless of the situation, they will score big, and that grenade was just pixel perfect. And now it's down to formalities. Lucky isn't gonna be lucky enough to go in for the double swing. He tries to bring it back up, and that grenade falls super close.
Ooh, looks like Kyra is running out of patience, so instead of waiting it out and just throwing all those nades, Hash has decided to come close to where our team WIOF is. Lucky goes down, whereas the other player, I think that is YOLO, that is now trying to go for that reset. Now just going for that, well, he's just crawling basically, but he has been ultimately spotted, and that is it for this match as Hyra takes the win. But that's a really good gameplay.
16. What do you think it takes for them to get back up?
Feels like we don't even get a glimpse on Hill at all. Today, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to recall, is there any scenario where we actually get to see Hill? We don't actually get to see them because it's just too fast. I feel like they're being wiped out unguarded. They're being taken down too early. Or maybe during the Great Migration, there's too many fights going on, right? We just couldn't actually have a glimpse on Hill because they just vanished too quickly. So we couldn't actually even break it down what happened to Hill. Tell me one time we actually get to see Hill on screen.
I guess not to the best of my memory as well. Yeah. I'm trying hard, but at most if like we see Hill on screen, they get eliminated. So yeah, I guess like what you said, right? there isn't enough of like Hill on screen for us to come up with why, right? Plus they're in their home ground. They're playing in Thailand now. So I guess they just need to kind of find a way to draw the home ground buff for themselves.
So far we get to see, speaking of home ground teams, the only team that really, E-Arena is no question there. But Vampire is actually on the rise. We saw how Red Bull is just doing crazy things. Very calculated, like an Einstein doing so many mathematical equations in his head while tossing all those nades at a precision to a godlike level. But also we talked about like, the case of Hill. Hill, I feel like probably the migration during the stage 3 and 4, that's where they got caught up like all the rest of the teams and jumbled up together in a crossfire. We saw how many teams are there still. Usually 16 teams still intact during stage 2 to stage 3. Not even one being eliminated that early.
Well, these teams are hoping for them not to be... You have a trend here today too. I don't know, is it a curse or is it a blessing?
I don't know, man. So probably in my next prediction, that's gonna be the team that will get the chicken, I guess. Let me check my prediction for now. For the next one, I'm actually going for RIQ and Xavier. So maybe between these two teams, man.
Yeah, sure, right? RIQ, Xavier. Yeah, let's go. Just like Alter Ego, go, go, go. But yeah, speaking about Alter Ego, right? They have also been tamed so far.
I want to point out the point that you mentioned earlier on. When a high fragger player being put in IGL position, yes, it's a very seasoned and veteran player. But the case of Rosemary, he didn't put into IGL. But there are cases that a lot of IGL actually used to be a high top fragger player. And I agree with it. It kind of bring down their performance a bit because they have to shift over to support. So I don't know what holds Rosemary back. It feels like he's more of a solo man these days and feels a bit detached from the team.
Playing also perhaps more of like the back sort of player, like a support-ish player. So maybe that's why we see him a lot like being the last player or just detached away, trying to find that off angle sort of kind of guy. Oh, I noticed that there's new writings there for FaZe Clan.
There's
Canary,
so much.
something, Messi. Number, okay. Somebody's a Messi man. Let's see it.
Match 5-4-4.
I don't know if we have Messi actually playing PUBG Mobile these days. I mean, why not? It would be great to actually have celebrities that, you know, or retired football players, athletes that actually do a professional team for PUBG Mobile. It'd be fun to watch. So.
Yeah, do that together with G-Dragon. Like Messi and G-Dragon combo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
how will that combo be like?
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
And then a ball comes out.
Yeah, and then Messi just becomes the background dancer, like, yeah, the backup dancer. It'd be nice.
Can you not?
I mean,
with AI, everything is possible, guys. Do it.
Oh wow. But the biceps is back though, and that's surely not AI.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's AI-able these days. You can wear a bodysuit too.
Oh no.
We've seen our friend did that from handsome guy turned into a very beautiful woman.
Oh no. Let's not break our dreams and hopes for Razak, okay? Razak did a lot of work. He put in the work for those guns, okay?
The guns is speaking! Even though it's a very beautiful flat power, we have to mention that from all the way Zaki down to Nova Romnoye,
they
but
do
this
bridge camp
is gold.
RRQ.
Yep, absolutely loving it. Military base. So now, with this kind of circle, we can expect stage 1, even stage 1 perhaps, that we'll start to see fights, the bridge camp and all that. But we're also going to see the substitutions now. Moana is going to step out. Alpha is going to come back in to Alter Ego. And Alter Ego, well, after 3 rounds, 12 points, very different kind of performance as compared to the group stages. I believe that whatever changes that they can bring to the team, it's the right time to bring it in.
Rotation
might be
started.
controversial here, what I'm going to say. But I personally feel like Moana has
First
been
rotation
performing
is
quite okay
load
and
చేస్తారు.
I've been doing a lot of work for Alter Ego since the start of the day here. It's quite surprising him being swapped out instead.
Maybe he had to go to the toilet after that dinner break. And he's like, hey, Alpha, I need to overtime in the toilet. Can you sub in for me? And I was like, yay! Finally, I can play!
Or maybe he just really want to find that papaya salad after, you know, Mormons mentioned that.
I want to find a papaya salad now.
And we have it in Malaysia too.
Okay, I know where I'm going after this.
Okay, hopefully it's still open then.
Oh man.
Okay, back to action. SMB is going to be the main target for a lot of teams, so we can see quick rotation by a lot of teams around by now. So I'm not surprised. I feel like Tony K is the it guy when it comes to this season. Red Bull might be second to that as well. Oh, there you go. Be the main target for...
Yeah, Red Bull number 2, Tony K number 1, and then you have NC2. Yep. Of course, E-Arena, they're performing, so naturally their stats will be up there. But to have Red Bull in between, like what you said, right? Red Bull definitely giving a lot of value to Vampire eSports. And for me personally, Red Bull, even without us ending the season yet, to me, he is the signing of the season.
I feel like they should not let him go right now. Feels like perfectly synced with this, not this BTR though. I don't know. Why? I don't want to even... Are they just neglecting that fallen teammate? Just gonna swing straight to it? I think Red Face is a nice guy. Come on, Red Face.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Also,
6, 7, 7 Indonesia.
The latest signing for
Malaysia.
BPL. Okay.
Quick, around Milta area.
Vietnam.
Why is it he's there alone? That's gonna be placement, always gonna be around Milta Power.
Thailand.
But Alter Ego, they were actually around the Medusa intersection before. They purposely, intentionally dropping by here. Maybe trying to do this.
And they would have analyzed that Milta is the area where FaceClan would drop, so they made a quick move.
Double barrel పెట్టుకొని
Important
క్యాంప్ చేస్తున్నాడు.
dividends.
Boom.
They scored 2
Easy
elimination
there,
points so
boom.
far now, chasing down Earthsea. And the brand new player sub into this round. Alva is going to lead the charge, but on the mini screen, we have another fight here.
Xavier.
D Xavier and RRQ. Levi's alone.
It's going to be an SMB area. Quite early fights in SMB, despite it's just the first stage, thanks to the circle pops the first stage here. But the device on, going for the sprays, getting on RIQ.
Cool.
RIQ in trouble, Nepeko's down next.
Cool
Levi's
fights.
clutching it all by himself. 2v1.
Panic అయిపోయింది.
Make it 2v3 just now as Levi
Easy
will
to
actually try to score another with Parajit
team
giving
comeback.
aid from the back.
Team వెనకాల నుంచి వచ్చింది.
Gen
Already
Force, can you
30%.
do anything about this? But they have another
Nailed
contender
it.
here. These Avis taken down by Talon, but Parajit managed to secure the
No
indoors of this compound. But they need to
2v2.
wrap things up quickly and revive
Hide.
Levi because Talon is hot on their tails.
Last player.
And there goes Gen Force. Again, the final player to survive for RRQ. Exit
RRQ
tracks
red
perhaps
pushes
is just waiting for
టైం తీసుకున్నారా
players
కూడా
of
ఇద్దరు
D Xavier to go for the buggy, but
అప్పుడు
there's
క్లియర్
a bit of a
చేసుకోవాలి.
replay. Rosemary surprise!
Hesitate.
That's the opening.
వాళ్ళు హెజిటేట్ చేసారు కానీ వాడు హెజిటేట్ అయ్యారు. Xavier Lane.
Use the rock as a cover. So many fights going on at the same time. But Levi clutched this so much for the side of D Xaviers. But Talon is there looking around for quite some time, and I've been watching and observing these Xaviers
Surround చేసింది.
for a long, long time to even let them pass by unharmed. Will they let them go?
Well, this is what happens if you serve a mid-to-the-base circle. The pace immediately change. And we're only still at stage 1, very different from before, but Yoru getting Nati on the ground.
కానీ
Arjun, I don't think he can do much. But Nati is now being held hostage, so it's just a matter of time till Yoru finishes him off.
Persian, I think he's trying to reposition himself to find an angle to fire back, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah, Nate just finished off straight away by Talon. Secures themselves 2 points there with these Avis only left with 2 players. That was a fast one. And last we saw, there are so many teams in the blue, including Vampires. They actually the furthest one away. They dropped themselves in Zaki to go all the way down. They're probably going to be the last few teams to enter into the safe zone. Where Alter Ego, after that Milta Power incident, taking a boat straight from Milta Power, entering through Nova Rip Noye. But these Avis were not done yet.
Ooh, still Axel here, trying to land his name. Another one. This time a bit overshot. But Talon knows that they have these 2 players of these pinned down. So it's just a matter of time till they just close the gap. If this nade lands, definitely they'll go. Diva is now pretty low, healing up. Gen Force just got eliminated by the big boy Shamil. That's going to be RRQ eliminated early. Now knockdown by Achol. Time to move in to finish up the job.
100% SMB now. There's no more going back for this team. So we're looking at these Avis completely demolished by these teams. First one to be out alongside, well, unfortunately, the one that I mentioned just now, both taken out early. I'm sorry, guys.
Chuchu has a thing today. I don't know. Be careful if your team is mentioned.
I'm sorry. If it's mentioned later, it's a good news. It means you're probably going to get that chicken there. But it's mentioned early, then you're probably going to be the first one to be out.
But if it's mentioned in the last game?
No, not going to do that. No.
Clear bridge, clear only.
Chuchu curse.
Oh, man. The hate later on. But we do have a couple of players finish off by Playzone, E-Arena. I think they are having a bit of a hold up against a different team. That's going to be GLU, hence why they take a bit of blue zone damage. But there's only one player of E-Arena. The rest of them nowhere near to be seen from the crime scene where GLU just finished one of them.
Maybe.
I just have to say this, right? I want to see Razak wearing this construction suit. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vortex.
And if you notice, like the construction suit is like short on purpose.
Yes.
Anyway. Anyway, Void eSports is still in, so there's a chance we'll get to see Razak again.
I wouldn't mind. Not complaining.
Yeah, I know. We need a replacement for... Who's the vampire guy again before this? Very good looking one.
Stone.
Stone, yeah. Yeah, we need a replacement for Stone, so... Congratulations, Razak. You move up the chart. Approved by Chuchu.
Hey, I wouldn't mind. I'm having a great time. Razak is performing, so it definitely will not be swapped. But what is going on with Kenny? But he's sliding down multiple times. But okay, well, fun aside, guys. We're going to talk about the game a bit, okay? Before you guys start to dish out all those hate later on. GLU just arrived coming up from the south. But the thing is, it's so much of SMB. Even if you arrive in SMB, there's a lot of blue zone you have to go through. So GLU gonna not even think about the trouble, take the hovercraft from the sea to the land straight away. Coming up from a very south, where last I know, there are a couple of teams already on the south of SMB. We saw earlier on these Xavier's got white on top of SMB, which means there are plenty of teams here already.
Yeah, last we checked as well. Yep. A good amount of teams there, but there's also like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams still in the main island, and all of them are actually heading towards the left side bridge. So Dora will be the happiest because they have Kenny, they have Tam there playing the gatekeeping role.
Not many actually try to gatekeep or hold the bridge on the right side, and knowing the fact that it's already closed completely by the blue. But the left side of the bridge, now that's going to be feisty if we get to have a glimpse. Just now we saw Kenny got stuck, but at the same time the circle just moves away from the bridge, so they couldn't actually be at the bridge per se. They have to slightly pull back for Toad players, which means a lot of teams can pass the bridge by now, but there'll be clashes. Since you mentioned about 5 teams still not crossing towards SMB, they might actually share the same bridge there.
Have a good look at his shirt and his biceps. Oh, come on, observer.
It's the pack is better than biceps. Okay?
Vampire in the spread lunar.
Hello, Razak. You know what to do next? Update your picture. But now Potato needs to update his sensors because Vampire eSports is still here. But he managed to get away. Okay. Now it's a matter of his teammates to follow up with this rotation. But interesting enough that Vampire is also taking their time. Now we're in stage 3. I wonder how long more will Vampire stay here. But before they think about getting into the mated base island, they want to lock in Potato.
I think both teams having the same idea, but wait for a second. Vampire is actually, this seems to be a backlash. A backlash strategy indeed. Kiwi, can he actually hold the ground here against Potato, who actually managed to shut down? And Voxy is there as well. Now, majority of these teams not willing to go to his left side of the bridge because they thought for a second there might be a lot of bridge campers there. So they took a bit of long rotation. But the problem is, all of them are thinking the same thing. They're avoiding the left bridge and everybody moving towards the right bridge now.
And that's where they clash. But the one that won is Void eSports. Vampire eSports now down to 2, and obviously they're still tagging the blue. But update on the left side bridge, we still have Boom eSports here at the lighthouse. Team Secret thinking of whether they want to cut across, but if they want to make the rotation towards the right side now, it might be a little bit too late because in 30 more seconds, we'll enter stage 4. And I don't know how many more healing utilities do they have to tank the zone.
It's half of the population of PUBG Mobile. If all the 6 teams going to make it through just to go across that bridge.
Oh, nice.
There is spraying over. Whatever that moves, but there was Bombit taking on Red Bull straight away. But in the meantime, this is stage 4, Cloud. It's almost impossible to cross the bridge unharmed at this point.
Oh, it doesn't help that the circle pulls itself to the south. I mean, this is why we love mini to the base circle. Left side bridge just too crowded. If they want to switch now, it's just too late. Bombit goes down to the zone. And Juki right now, he's being pressured by Yummy. Yummy on the other side as well. I wonder how many healing utilities do they have. Juki has 5 burst aids.
I need that much. Maybe even more. That's not even going to be enough to go to south. Which the circle just pulled all the way and sucked the life out of the players who's actually taking the blue. This is way too deep to take the fight this long. Majority of them will get finished off by the blue zone instead of the players. It's a bonus if they can secure a couple of points. But this is actually a good farming point. If they get just a tiny bit of knockdown and let the blue does it work, they will get those points anyhow.
And Yummy is just down to 9 bandages now, no first aids. So I guess he will just play the healing game. Unless you can steal away an elimination, that will be a lucky steal. But other than that, nothing much you can do. E-Arena in trouble as well. Mormon just got taken up by Yoru. And they are also one of the teams still in the main island. And Team Secret making their move, trying to punch their way through. Let's see how lucky they can get, because last we checked, Dora was there.
Yeah, it's not. We didn't even put in equation that there's gatekeepers at the end of this bridge still, and their HP barely hanging on. Look at this, Yummy May by Mela.
What?
That one last tick of valve, but Mela, you need to quickly find those first aids. That 2 first aid will not gonna be enough to last less than 30 seconds. But Team Flash, the ones that actually inside of SMB, is also having some trouble here. Talon and Team Flash. Seems Talon managed to actually revive on Boy Chill.
So 10 points.
They're back to 3. It's gonna be a 3v3. What a name!
In the face by Yoru. And now that's the signal for Talon to move forward to try to get the remaining players of Team Flash.
Top 3.
Team Flash, 2 active players left. Talon won this one, but still, Bo is able to get Acho. So it means a bit of a consolation for Team Flash.
Same as Alter Ego.
Oh, they managed to squeeze in for Talon right at the nick of time before the blue start to hit them, but we're back to it. The team's majority of them finished off in the blue zone here. E-Arena barely alive with 1 player after getting out from the blue zone. Oh, 6 teams almost finished. 5 of them totally got wiped out. Team Secret is still in the blue right now. 1 or 2 players. Zerus managed to get away, but they're gonna walk straight into Talon now.
Zerus praying hard. He does have 24 bandages, so he's going to use that while he drives. While he looks for a safe spot to park himself. Okay, now going all the way down south, and there will be other teams there. We have Voin eSports, and he's passing by BTR. And so far, nobody's pulling the trigger onto him. So far, so good for Zerus.
For how much longer? You can see Alter Ego. Krypton is actually killing him behind. Stodak in front. So far, so good, yet so long. Or not. The circle shrinks. So fast the circle shrinks when it comes to SMB. And at least it favors Bows on the side of Team Flash. Solo play again. GL in between. There's going to be a lot of carcass of the old aircraft laying around. But for Alter Ego, they come out from south. Zerus is going to be right in front of Snake right now.
Player of Team Flash just got eliminated, so they're out at number 11. And Team Secret, only Zerus left right now. His teammate Juki out. Oh, Snape saw him. But lucky enough for Zerus, he's just behind this building. It's okay for now. Snape trying to find that angle, but because he released those shots, so right now Zerus knows that he's being watched.
Yeah, try to take a safer route for them. It's not even a building at a point, it's just a wall. Barely enough to cover himself. That's super lucky, I have to say, for Zerus, actually, for Alter Ego not to pursue that or commit to take him down. But Void Donkey, since Alter Ego is moving south, there's a high chance now it's going to be Void Donkey versus Alter Ego at the very south of SMB. As we are watching Rosemary already start to aim down, he can tap it out. But he got only 22 bullets, Cloud. There's not enough bullets.
Okay, he's counting. But at least he does have his teammates, so I'm sure they can pass him a few bullets. Now let's see, Voin eSports. Okay, they actually made it through as a full squad after clashing with Vampire in the main island. So great work, great rotation there. Of course, the IGL Potato is a master rotator. When it comes to playing a safe game, we have seen him doing his tricks before in one of the previous PMSLs that brought them to PMGC. So this kind of strategy works very well still for Voin.
You praise him too quickly. You praise him too quickly. The curse of casters is real today, guys. Alma! Well down, Boxy. You managed to escape with slither of health remaining, but here, look, I'm looking at Zeros all the time. The last man of Team Secret stuck in between these titans.
Well, they still survive though. But this fight might be inevitable for Void eSports against Alter Ego. As now the rest of them will join their marker, Voxy, inside the circle. Multi-vehicle, a bit of a risk taken there. 3 players in 1 vehicle, but they made it through, so it's okay. And they go even further in, playing by the roadside. Somewhere in the middle of the circle. Great move there by Void.
Oh boy, Zadig boy down on the ground. Shamil down to 1 HP, but 3 touch. Also knocked down. A bit of trade. Can Richard do the job? 3 touch. He's trying to finish off the rest remaining from the back line who just arrived. It's gonna be 3 touch to actually clutch it out for the side of Hale. We talked about Hale. Now they are on the rise with 5 elimination.
And Hale eSports proving us wrong. So far, so good. And we are in top 8, so they're starting to gain place on points as well. Next circle. Here we go. Bounce back up north. Okay. It's good for the teams up north, but not so good for Alter Ego.
It's a bit far.
It's
quite scattered due to so many teams eliminated by the Blue Zone early on. So there's little team remaining, even though it's just stage number 6 here. Alva's bleeding out. Can anybody of Alter Ego reach out to him to save? But BTR, here they come. Is it just Red Face or the whole crew is here to crash into Hale? Richard cannot be saved. 3 touch a bit scattered. Palzo trying to actually buy some space for Richard to actually crawl back to their backside. But the nades coming on from the off angle. Tiger Axe will be the pivotal player that help Hale to shut down on BTR.
Pedralas, and he will be down by the nade. It's a matter of who will claim his elimination point. And here comes another nade. Almost Hale, almost locking it in. He just need 1 more, and they should be able to get it. But not yet. Redface is still alive on the other side. Oh, 30k. Oh, he knows.
He's been stealing the points away, and he might... Oh, so close. Hale was focusing on what's in front. 30k, the last player of E Arena, still managed to secure 2 eliminations by himself. And Redface is not happy about this. He's cornered down within this, all this, what do you call that thing? And back to Alter Ego, around the side of the fence.
Alva now needs to save Krypton. And Dora coming in. And Dora, they want to claim those elimination points right now. Kenny is down, but it's not going to be a problem for Dora as they still have the numbers against Alter Ego. And Alter Ego cleared out Dora as this entire area for themselves. But Void eSports, they're on the other side though.
Todak has an opportunity to score the chicken. Same goes for Hale. We just mentioned about Hale just now, and they just show and prove us wrong. Frenzy taking those stabs and jabs with a pixel shot from afar towards Void. They're now being cornered down towards this fences for Void. While BTR, Redface still lasts long around this area within those very anti-gas barrels, oil barrels, I don't know. But Zeta knocked down. Richard is back in action.
And Hale eSports from the inner side. They're managing teams across the road, trying to secure elimination points from afar. Redface will be forced to move forward. Okay, exposing himself. Richard, he saw Redface. Redface now out in the open. Surely he will be gunned down. And that's going to be the final player of BTR eliminated. Number 4 for them in this round, taken up by Hale eSports.
All teams technically still a full squad with Void 1 bleeding out. That's going to be Zeta. But nobody can reach out to Zeta. He's a bit far off. They need to get over those fences to reach out to Zeta. So nobody can actually go and give him the revival. While Toda is closest to Void, Hale might actually have the potential to win this chicken dinner. They're a bit far and they are watching these 2 teams that have potential to fight against each other.
Yeah, they stand a very good chance of making a big comeback in this round. But Todak, what an angle here by Tam. Oh, but Hale just had to stop Todak. for putting pressure on the point. Doing them a favor, shooing them back down.
Tiger and Reach have been pulling so much work for the side of Hill this time. Can they see within those leftover aircraft in between them? Pazzo might actually gain some information regarding the rest of Voin, but he was blindly, randomly shooting across. Here comes Todak. They're going to go in for the rush first. Any of them just got straight in the crosshair of Hill, they will shoot them down. The one that's winning here is definitely going to be Hill.
And Voin might be the next team to be eliminated. It depends on where this nade will land. Just right beside Boxy. Beautifully lobbed by Tam. And that is going to be Voin eSports taken out by Tora. Now it's Hill eSports and Tora now. They talk about the narrative of these two teams. Hill eSports wants to make a bounce back from the number 16. While Tora wants to represent the Malaysian region to bring the chicken dinner up on the board. So both sides have their own agenda now.
Both teams split it into 2-2. While Tiger Axe now going for 1-3 formation. 3Touch try to go for the off angle, try to find an opportunity or leeway to squeeze through the backline of Todak. They are distracting Todak while they are putting their own men towards the off angle, all the side towards their flanks. But for Kenny, he's trying to distracting the rest of Hill by popping the smoke in front. Both seem to be very agitated, knowing what they have for both sides. Both want to outmaneuver it or outcorner the other way around, but the circle will determine which way to go. But they're not wasting any more time. Todak gonna go in for the push towards Tiger.
Oh, not waiting for the circle at all. Tiger X moving the focus, but Tiger ready with the DBS, gets a knockdown to them. Kenny counters back with the UMP. A bit of a trade back there. Tiger will be eliminated immediately by Kenny. And Tam can still be saved, but 3Touch makes the show, and 3Touch gets Tam. But that's okay. And now Todak will need 2 players left against Hill with 3. Oh, Frenzy!
Oh, Frenzy, try hoping it will somehow connect. But for Pazzo, Tom is right on top of him, bleeding out. That gives so much information for Kenny, but watch out for Richard. But Kenny, watch for Richard very closely. Here comes Spray, but the track seems not connecting so far. 3Touch did nothing until he was reloading. It was a clear shot. They couldn't make it. Hill finally scores. Chicken winning is the goal and finally scores it.
And that's the homegrown buff onto Hill eSports that they have found. Number 16, not going to be a problem for them. This could be a start for a big comeback here by Hill eSports.
Oh, Tiger Axe, he was pretty much just sacrificial lamb for Hill just now. That's why before he goes down, he swap over to DBS, knowing that they are charging to his side. Despite his being sacrificed, nonetheless, he makes sure they will go with damage. He will not leave Todak to get away, taking him out unharmed. He managed to take that on one. That was a big one for Hill, despite Tiger was being the sacrifice there.
That is being watched out by other teams, probably because of the dropping point that they have. It's right in the middle of the map, so majority of them are probably trying to take the spot away from them so that
This is the best mid-range smartphone this year.
The horizon pulls me closer, a whisper in the wind. The map is blank before me.
Even now, you're coming up to me, fire lighting up the sky. Feel the ground shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Any time or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no, no, no. I got no, no, no rival. Tell me now, what you gon' do? We can do this face to face. The reckoning is coming real soon. Doesn't matter what you say. Try to tell you this is not a moment. Can't take mine 'cause I own it. Don't you know that I'm locked and unloaded? You're out of focus. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'll find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Any time or place, watch 'em run away. I got no. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no, no, no. I got no, no, no rival. No rival. I got no, all these white lies got me hypnotized. Get out of my head, get in my bed, I'm broken. It's only a matter of time. Shifting my paradigms. You hurt me, I'm sinking and drowning, and I don't deserve it. Your heart is frozen. The water is rising, and I'm just a drop in the ocean. Falling, slow motion. You're a tsunami, I'm just a drop in the ocean. I'm guilty of loving you. I'm guilty of loving you. Pick me up and pull me down, hold me up so I don't drown. Got your head up in the clouds, nothing left to us now. Your heart is frozen. The water is rising, and I'm just a drop in the ocean. Falling, slow motion. You're a tsunami, and I'm just a drop in the ocean.